What's up, everybody? It's your girl Juju from Everybody Loves Juju 1-2 Talk Soup. Back with another banger, as they say. What's happening? What's happening? What it is, Wednesday. Happy hump day to all of you out there in internet land. Listen, USC Trojan women's basketball has had enough rest. I believe our last game was Sunday. So after two very long two games, and all that traveling, they had a chance to, take care of their bodies, get some rest, sleep in their own beds, take care of themselves a bit, attend class that just started again, just to get us all geared up for our upcoming run in February. Which is going to be about 7 or 8 games in February, but some of our biggest games are going to take place in February. But I just wanted to come up here and talk a little bit to my supporters and my fans. What's up, Political? Happy Wednesday. What's going on? Thank you for joining me. I just want to pop up a little bit and talk about the USC Women Trojans, maybe highlight a player who is talked about. I talked about it enough. Everyone knows I want to talk about G. Watkins and on her sophomore year and all her spectacularness. But I mean, and we do talk about the Batman and Robin duel between she and KiKi Irafen. But there's just going to be other players that I want to highlight as well that I think are doing really well this year. But I just want to talk about our newest portal transfer, KiKi Irafen, because if you know or you don't know, there's probably been some questions on whether or not we're going to have KiKi. Nippy, hi Nippy. Nippy said, "What's up, Political Lil and everyone else? Thanks for joining me, Nip, as always. And thank you for posting in our Discord. I was checking some of it out. I was just in there a moment ago, looking at some highlights, and it just was just put on my heart. I was like, you know what, I need to come and let the peeps know that KiKi Irafen will be playing. She was taken out of the game at Purdue after suffering kind of like nearly almost the same type of slight sprain and injury that I saw happen with Paige Bueckers. It seems like players these days are, doing this slide tackle business. Whenever there's a ball on the floor, they have a tendency to, I think from their former training in from soccer, that they do slide tackles, whether it be forward or it be sideways. And when they do it, they're coming sideways at players. And when you here's a knee, and you hit a knee, and you make that impact to a knee sideways, it can do a lot of damage. And I saw the look on KiKi's face, and she's just like, "Oh no, I'm not with all this," And they were just starting to play really like. I mean, I saw this one player from Purdue straight up just kind of like check one of the players to point the reference, like, like, what are you doing? We're not playing soccer. We're not playing hockey. We're playing basketball. Chill out. And I get their frustration, because whether you all know it or not, USC held Purdue to 2 points in second quarter. They nearly didn't let them. They nearly were scoreless in the second quarter, which was crazy. But hey, there we are. Here we have it. That's where we were. But yeah, I want to introduce you formally to KiKi Irafen, and how she started out when she came from Stanford, and what it was like for her to join the Trojans at the beginning of the year. I kind of want to make myself smaller in this picture. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. Maybe when I make it bigger, it'll come out. It'll come out that way. Let's see.
KiKi, welcome.
Hi.
I was trying to. What's up, Mike? Give me a second. Want to go back and talk a little bit, from the beginning. He came along. Hold on. Put up an interview when they traveled for the Big Ten Media Day. Live Mike said, "What's up, everybody?" Here we go.
Hi. Welcome. Hi. I know it's been a long day for you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Excitement, USC. Everyone was very excited for you on this team at this program. How excited are you?
These girls playing with a lot of them, not to be to super, and then to be back home in LA with my family is great.
It's always great to be home,
Yes.
Right? I mean, you're playing with one of the biggest stars in college basketball, Juju Watkins. So far.
She said,
I have no control over that.
So it's been great to just like connect with her. So whatever she asks of,
right. I mean,
let's start that over. See if we get this going. Yeah, they were playing extra rough and borderline. It will stop skipping on us, but I'm gonna read your comment. Light Mike said, yeah, they were playing extra rough and borderline dirty. You saw that, Light Mike? I saw that too. Anytime I see players dive for balls with their back turned to protect them from impact, that's dirty to me. Good thing I wasn't live. No, I mean, so I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't imagining things, because I seen it on Paige, I seen it on KiKi. I actually seen it in another game, and I think it might have been a Vandy game. It was something to that effect. I was like, come on, you soccer girls out there, I know exactly what you're doing, and you do not slide tackle people with your backs or your feet up and come at people sideways trying to get a loose ball. And they were playing hands on dirty. Big Ten, I've seen some people pushing it straight shove Juju off her feet, and why the attention was going elsewhere, and the ref caught it, and I was like, really, this is what we're doing? Juju, what you think about teams giving up their lottery picks? LA the second pick, Chicago shopping the third pick. Oh, okay. I was gonna go with something, but I want to make sure this video works. Political says, what do I think? Those videos make your live glitchy. It might be better to do on, it probably will be better to do it on Discord. I might not be able to do what I wanted to do here, So thank you for that, Nippy. If it does it again, I'm cutting it out and just moving forward. Hey, Ms. D, what do I think about the teams giving it up? I think that it's okay. I think it's okay to move around and get what you exactly needed. I think it's good to do that because when I was sitting there, to me, the trade with Jewel leaving Seattle was a must. And I kind of peeped that she was trying to get over there to the Aces. And good luck on the Aces because you got two quiet assassins out of Jackie and her. I don't know why you need two quiet people that play the same position, but go off. Kelsey, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about Kelsey Plum leaving. I felt like when she was yelling at her, and I think she was scapegoating her for whatever was going on that floor during the game. Last year, I felt like she was unnecessarily doing it. I also felt that Kelsey, for a long time, I already knew that her and Hamby were super close. I used to remember when Hamby came along and how close they were and how close she was to her children, her daughter. And I think the way it went down is if that was like my best friend, it was a conflicting loyalty there for me with Becky and the team, and then with Hamby being my best friend, and then the things that she was going through with divorce, and then the fact that I was looking at how Becky was getting on her, like everything was like her downfall. So I'm glad Kelsey Plum left. I thought she was going to go with Coach. What's her name? Nakasi at the Vaux, to be honest with you. So I just felt like anything in California was ideal, being that she's from La Jolla and San Diego, being that she's a Southern Cal girl. I think Kelsey's in a win-win situation. And the only way that I could have come about was then with her, I think, taking Seattle, choosing her, and then being able to trade. It was a win-win for them because that was a high value pick. Right now, the league needs guards. And so Seattle doing that so that they can get the second pick and choose whoever they want on the board, based on their need. I think it was brilliant. I think it was Noe, Pokey, and Ebony Hoffman. I think you guys did a great job. Whoever your GM is, I don't know. Sue Bird. And I think Sue Bird is smart enough to know what is out there around the league. Now, from what I'm hearing in a Bleacher Report, like Mike, you can tell me if you've heard anything different. In a Bleacher Report, they kind of have Olivia going to the Storm. I think I had, even though I feel like KiKi Irafen was, a lock-in for the second pick based on value, based on skill set in the beginning of the year. I don't think it's a knock on her that she's no longer the second pick. I think it's only because of I think picks are based on what the team needs, and the team doesn't really need KiKi Irafen. And personally, if KiKi would have went to the Sparks, I would have thought that was fine too, because as much as you guys want to think, Cam is not going to come back like 100%. I would take KiKi over Cam. I just don't think that KiKi and Cam work well. I don't think Cam works really well with a lot of bigs. It didn't work when KiKi, Cam, and Lauren Betts were in Stanford. I remember when they were all down there, down low. It was a bunch of confusion, and Stanford and Tara Vanderbilt favored Cam a lot. It was a lot of in and out. She didn't know she tried to put them all on the floor at the same time. It was clunky. Who's offense, who's a defensive player? How do you do this? And they just couldn't play together. And KiKi, I think her development suffered a lot. And she wasn't really developed very well at Stanford, playing the way that Tara Vanderbilt was playing her. So there's a very great upside with KiKi going to the pros in that if she gets somewhere where she can be developed, I think somebody's going to have a very, very good long-term player, long-term effect. She's very young at heart. She was most improved player in the Pac-12 at some point. She's got a high upside, so it's cool. But what I love about the pick for number 2 being, in my eyes, Olivia Miles, is that you're going to have the 1-2 of Olivia Miles, who knows how to play with another point guard, being that she's a point guard, but also she's improved in her 3-point shooting. So playing with Skylar for Olivia, if she starts what she should, it's the same as playing with Hannah when you're playing with Skylar. Skylar's like the big sister of the group. She loves the idea. She's excited, and whatever makes Skylar happy, I'm cool with. So this is a win-win situation. I just don't know if the Aces really got the win-win. Some outlet gave that trade a B+ and gave the Kelsey situation a B-. And I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, because Kelsey gonna keep us on our feet in the stands playing with Rhea, Hamby, Cam Brink, and I don't know who else we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be a great win for the Sparks to have a shooter like Kelsey Plum. I don't know about the coach for Utah, like what her style is over there, but we'll see. What do you think? Political said, I agree. Cam going to still need a year to be fully healthy. I think she's still going to need a year of being fully healthy, because in my opinion, her body wasn't ready for the impact and the all around minutes of play in the pros at that moment. I mean, she got some nice strong legs. She's skinny as heck, but slim. I'll say she's slim. But when I seen her body, I was like, oh, she got a little bit of muscles on there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But she's gonna need a full year, in my opinion. That's why Kiki backing her up would have been a smart move. Aces got the something good extra pick. Aces got the something good extra pick. What do you mean extra pick? Tell me what you mean about it. Because they lost the pick for violating rules. Poor little thing. They lost. But they're able to finagle and look what they got. You know what I'm saying? A free agent. So Miss D said, I think it's a win for all teams. Storm, Aces, and Sparks. Tell me more. Okay, and a second pick round pick. Yeah, good deal, LA. Exactly. I think that's so now the second round pick, though, like Mike, goes to Seattle. They gave their second pick up, so it goes to Seattle, but they got a vet. They got a winner in Kelsey Plum. They got a scorer, one of the all-time leading scorers in NCAA, who can shoot that rock. I don't care about her defense. I think she'd be out there trying, and she doesn't matter because she's gonna have heck of help. And her and Hamby have a connection. So LA you're doing good with the connection between Hamby and Kelsey. You did good. Oh, they got the 12th pick. Oh, they got the bottom pick. Okay, they got the 12th pick. Great. Okay, check this out. Let me tell you what I think it's Bleacher Report on a mock draft. I call it 2.0 because we've already seen the 1.0. Let me tell you what the Bleacher Report is right now for the mock draft. Okay, they got Paige going first pick. They got Olivia second pick going to Seattle. Check this one out. Tell me what you think of political live Mike Nippy. They got Sonia Citron to the sky, third round. They got KiKi Irafen at the Mystics. That'd be fine to me because KiKi and Olivia Edwards, I think that's a good connection. Olivia Edwards, Shakira Austin, I like that. Dominique Malunga, I still think Dominique Malunga should come to the USC Trojans. I think at 19, you need to go to college, girl. Get developed, get access to the best nutrition, conditioning expert, for free and so forth. Get your money up. We'll pay way more in college than you will in the pros, I believe. So Live Mike said, let me see what you said. No, Jew. I read that Sparks are getting Seattle's second round pick. What? Oh, second round. Second round pick. See, reading is fundamental, Julie. Second round pick. Let me get to that. Let me see what second round pick that Seattle have. Second round pick was Sparks, Wings, Aces, Vox, Stream, Sky, Fever. They had the 21st pick. Oh, they had the 21st pick, so they're gonna get that. Is that what you mean, Mike? I had Sanaya Fagan in that spot at that 21st spot back a couple of months ago. Okay, 6th pick. Somebody put Cheyenne Sellers for Washington. Lucky. That could be a good team right there. Cheyenne Sellers. Go into Washington. Georgia Amore to New York. Be surrounded by vets. They need a salute type guard. She would be, even though she's undersized, in my opinion, Georgia Amore is a floor leader. She seemed mature out there. She doesn't have to worry about doing everything that she does for Kentucky. I ain't mad at it. I think Georgia Amore can go that high. I really do. I think she really be holding it down for Kentucky. She just need to be surrounded with vets like that. I don't think she would sit the bench. I think she would get in there a lot, playing behind Sloot if they keep Sloot. And I think they're talking about Sloot leaving. Anissa Morrow to the Fever. You know what? Oh, that could be kind of that. Anissa Morrow, the way that she be rebounding and hooping, and her motor is higher than Alyssa Smith to me. I think that might help them a lot, y'all. AZ Fudd to the Sparks. We'll take her. Dana Pow to the Sky on 10th spot. Maddie Westball bailed to the Lynx. Good luck, Maddie. You'll be riding that bench. And Sedona Prince to the Phoenix. And I think that's a good move because Sedona got more inner moving around than I think. Keeping Watch sounds good to you too? Okay. I think Sedona Prince to Phoenix will be great because you just saw BG's out to the dream. Because PG, she's out. She's not there yet. She's not. You guys like Kiki to the Mystics? I like that too. It's Seattle 2026 second rounder. Oh, okay. Well, we just talking about this round though. We talking about this round. So 2026, that's what they got out of it. Okay, cool. Amore knows how to feed bigs too. The Aces could have used it. Psst, tell me about it, Political, but they sleeping on her. What up, Kia? Highlight. What up, chat? What's up, Kia? Like Mike said. Hey, Miss D. I hate to see Marl in the racist town. Hey, the abusive. Hey, Political, you said it. I was. You just said what I'm thinking. I wasn't even gonna say Political. Said, I wasn't even gonna touch on that. But because I've known, I've had a close friend that played out of there during the Tamika Catch. Not close friend, but a good friend. Back in the day when she played for USC and graduated, came out of played for that organization. And then Tiffany Mitchell, my best friend from high school, my teammate, she coached her at the AAU. They're still close, and she played for that organization. And you saw what happened with Destiny Henderson. So, things are different. I like their new coach. She's been there before. Lynn Dunn is out of that political look. Lynn Dunn, who is the culprit of everything you're talking about, she's like got some kind of job that keeps her kind of out of the way. So let's hope things change. Okay. Let's hope things change over there for Anissa's sake if she get drafted. Everybody's saying hello. Donovan, what's happening, Donovan? You see very soon in Chicago again? Hell no. Shit. Vandersloot. Oh my God. I hope this Unrivaled is helping her. I give Vandersloot a lot of passes because she's like the all-time assist leader. She's royalty in my eyes. She did a lot for that organization. She'll probably even get a standing ovation. She went through, a lot, probably still grieving the loss of her parents. I mean, I got to give her all the respect in the world, but I don't think that the ball should be in her hands a whole lot where she's dribbling all over the place. I think we need to, get the balls out of her hands and get it moving around, and getting some players around her that can score in transition, but to help her out. But if I had to have Dana Evans on the court at the point or Vandersloot, I'll take Vandersloot. What you guys say? Donovan, Donovan, yeah. They told the fan base about it yesterday. Yeah, so what did the fan base say? What does the fan base think about Vandersloot? Were they excited? Were they excited to have her possibly return? That's the thing. And also, what do you guys think about Vandersloot? What do y'all think about Vandersloot staying at? She got her. In fact, Vandersloot got 2 championship rings now. All right, she's probably got a lot of records. She's smart. She's a smart player. She still got it in her. Whoever's playing behind her can learn a lot. If you had Sonia Citron on the wing, Michaela Onyeweide, Camila Cardosa, and Angel on the court at the same time, it might not be bad. It might not be a bad thing. I don't know, Mike. How do you see that team if you're still here lining up Chicago? I think they're going to win another ring before she retires or 2. Who? You talking about Chicago? Before Vandersloot leaves, you think they have enough? I mean, probably coming in with the 2026 draft, maybe. Political said they were not excited at all, but they were telling us they were giving up the 3rd pick. What? You gave up the 3rd pick in the draft for a 37-year-old? What? And you gave up the 3rd pick in this draft, which isn't one of the best drafts in my opinion, but you gave up the 3rd pick for Vandersloot? Oh, wow. Okay, so listen, I told you who Bleacher Report has in this draft. Wait, that's what Donovan, that's what Political Lil, you sure? Wait, they gave up the 3rd pick to New York? And that's crazy, Nippy said. And I told you on the Bleacher Report, it had Sonia Citron in the 3rd as a 3rd pick. So you're saying you're willing to give up Sonia Citron to the New York if New York chooses, or would New York choose Kiki or Dominique or Diane Sellers, Georgia? They already can get Georgia in the 7th round, or Anissa. And look, AZ Fudd is still up here. That's crazy. I got AZ Fudd so high. That's so good. That's crazy. Tahina Powell, Maddie Westbelt, or Sedona Prince. I don't know if this class is just the best damn class. No, they didn't give up the 3rd pick. Oh, okay. Sloot is unrestricted free agent. They can't trade for her. Okay. No, that's not. That's what the reporter put out. But they shopping the 3rd pick. Oh, you think they took her to shop? Is that what you mean? No, Sloot was a free agent. I see, but. Ooh, I was nervous. Donovan, I was trying to understand. They may give up the 3rd to get another vet, though. And I ain't mad at that. I mean, I don't know if I want a bunch of in this particular class. I don't know if I would. I'm particularly impressed with taking a bunch of draft picks and and building my team, because that takes time. That's kind of like what the last place team Minnesota has done, and kind of like what the Fever have done, always getting a, you know, tank or not tanking, coming in last and getting the number one draft pick to eventually become, you know, champions, like how Minnesota did back in the day. They had Simone, and they had Lindsay, they had Maya Moore, you know what I'm saying? And then they mixed them in with some veterans. And so, you know, Rebecca Brunson was steady, Taj McCall Franklin was steady. They were always doing that. And eventually we look up and we're like, dang, they've had like number one draft picks over like 4 years. They just stayed patient. And then when they did stay patient, it eventually paid off to go on a run to dominate the league for on and off championships. So for a long time, they must not think the draft has the star power. That's what I think. I guess that's what I'm saying, Donovan. You know, this draft may not have the star power. And then I don't even know if people like Raven Johnson is coming out. I don't know if I mean, I think there's probably more than that I'm not sure. Are they going to come out in the draft to make it a little bit more appealing? Let's say, what if Flau'jae wants to come out? Because if Flau'jae doesn't come out, she's surrounded by a bunch of babies. And there ain't no way she's going to be, you know, right up there in you know, in contention for a championship. Because I think that the draft class that Mookie's getting doesn't really have any bigs. Donovan, Political said it don't appears that way. Don't be shocked if Dallas and Seattle do a pick swap. No, Political, I won't be shocked. Okay, so no, I won't. I think those players having the option to stay in school another year makes it too fuzzy for them to pass on a sure thing. How about this, like Mike? How about the contract for the CBA renewing like in 2026, and it's not appealing to come out under the old. But my thing is, I thought that they had already kind of like said that they were going to contest this one or whatever, and redo it before that happens. Yeah, do you guys see Hines Allen from Minnesota is potentially going to Phoenix? Oh, that would be crazy. That kind of enforcer, or LA or Dallas. I don't know. I think any team that gets her and plays her properly would be a good thing for them to get Hines Allen, in my opinion. I think Chicago is going to go on and get Citron and Tahina. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I seen in the Bleacher Report. That's what I was saying, King Line. I saw that in the Bleacher Report. So Political said if Flau'jae can get to ATL, she might jump out. I think she would want to play for the ATL too, Political. Although LA could be an ideal place for her career, her music career, and her style of play. We'll welcome her. I'll probably cover the Sparks this year because I have to, you know, represent the West Coast. Because if I'm Seattle, Donovan said, I don't want Paige. I want Miles. That's what I said. That's what I said. That Notre Dame connection. Miles can do well with Enrique or Skylar. I think better with Skylar. The Sky may not think that, but there's no stars, but they really need a guard. Sloot is a good bet though. Okay, we'll stick with that Sloot thing. Wonder what Minnesota gonna do with Diamond Miller. I don't know, Political Lil, because she actually gave Diamond plenty of opportunities when Fee was out, and Diamond stayed her, and then she just looked like she couldn't understand the system, or it was with the people that she was playing on the floor with. But I'm disappointed because I thought Diamond was like going to clean their clocks in the league. Like, I thought she was going to be like an angel, come out there with a motor. She's very athletic, but she kind of like not really, she stayed too much in the air. She's not really like learning any moves, pivoting wise. So, like Mike, let me see what you say. Yeah, I was saying the same thing all season. Janiyah Barker, especially no health issues, wouldn't make sense to come out before the CBA unless they want to avoid the expansion team. Right. because I don't think Janiyah, like, I have no idea what Janiyah's gonna do. Janiyah go, what if, for instance, what if Janiyah, what if UCLA wins the championship? Maybe Janiyah might think that would help her draft stock, or maybe Janiyah, like, that fulfilled her goal, that fulfilled her dream, and maybe that would make more sense now than next year. I think she'd be smart because that team is still going to be intact to go for another championship, and that team will still be intact. And in 2026, she could look good in that draft with bets, Kiki Rice, Flajays in that class. That's on the top of my head I can think of. Oh, you know what? Haley Van Lith, you guys. What do you think about? Hold up. Look a little. What do you think about Haley Van Lith? Nobody's talking about that. They pick. I mean, if Georgia Amore can be picked for New York, why can't Haley Van Lith go somewhere with a bunch of veterans? My thing is, Sonia is top 3 draft pick though. Yeah, I don't see all that, but you guys go off. I don't think she's all that great. Political Lil, pray she finally stays healthy. Right? Pray that all these kids stay healthy. I hate injuries. I mean, that's what Diamond's problem is. Political, okay, Donovan Page is always in Seattle, and Olivia would work better with the other Notre Dame guard. Olivia would that her Skylar, that's it's her and Hannah all over again. In my opinion, these I'm telling you, the Notre Dame guards have the best classes in the league. At me if you want to. HBL to Chicago, I'll take her. Second round, I'll take her. Political Lil. I'll take HBL. She's playing way better. She looks way better. Political Lil is so is Skylar, not a Notre Dame guard now. She helped train them over this season. She did. I don't care if Paige lives in Seattle. Miles makes more sense. No, wait. What did Political? Did you not feel Political that you didn't feel that you didn't see the connection between Miles and Skylar? I don't know if she said that she didn't. I missed that. Yep, Notre Dame guard connection can work. Yes, they're all over the place. I mean, she can work well with Enrique. She can work well with Skylar, but I think she can work better with Skylar. Maybe Hannah will play with Enrique one day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hannah will play with Enrique one day. We'll see. Enrique won't be too old, but Hannah getting better and better. Hey, B Will, what's happening? One thing Sky don't need is another 5'6" guard. Well, you talking about HBL, B Will? Because I think that Bleacher Report has Tahina going 10th there. I think she's about 5'8". Raven's 5'8". Oh yeah, in that class I was telling you guys about. Next year you got Taniyah Latson coming out, right? You got Taniyah Latson. She a junior. Hey, B Will said, hey, Juju. Okay, Live Mike, you have a feeling Sue Bird and UConn Mafia are the way to say Paige. They did their part moving up to number 2. Now she just has to put it out there that she won't play for Dallas. Yeah. Yeah. You think there's gonna be some? Oh, I can't wait. Live Mike. You think there's gonna be some shenanigans? You think there's gonna be some shenanigans for real like that? I personally don't think Paige really cares, you guys, about going number 1. I think she would love to avoid all the hoopla and comparison, and she don't want to be in this situation where expectations are put on her to weigh and play Clark. You know, she doesn't want all that negative press around her and narratives. Yeah, HBL. Oh, HBL. Okay, that was a 5'6" guard. All right. Cody McMahon is is a junior as well. Okay, there you go. She's a jerk. Hey, Misty. I think I clicked like on your stuff last night. Like Mike, that's politics, baby. How tall is Cody? I don't know. Cody might be like 5'10". I think. I'm just guessing. I think she's not that tall. Like, I don't think she's even 6 feet, y'all. I could be wrong, but I don't think she's 6 feet. I think Paige could care less. I think Paige could goddamn care less too. I really do. She's just on a spiritual high right now. That stalker got her all shook up. She got her spiritual life. So she's not even like putting basketball. She's putting basketball in its place in her life and priority. But she wants to do what makes her happy. And if maybe being with Nika makes her happy, then maybe that's, being around Sue and trusting that family of Connecticut connection, But hey, there's a connection with, there's Minnesota, there's Connecticut connections over in New York with Brianna. There's a Connecticut connection with Afisa. There's connection with Sue Bird. Where's Katie Lou Samuelson? Oh, Katie Lou is at what you call it? There's a UConn is just sprinkled throughout the league, but I get it. Sue Bird is more like, she's got more power, and she's an all-time great. And they always go. Seattle always goes after UConn players. B Will 6162. Cody 6'1". She ain't Juju's height because I seen them play against each other, and Juju towering over her. I don't know if she's 6'2". Yeah, it's between 6 foot 6'1", I think, more so. I don't see Cody at 6'2". She might not be big enough to play the way she plays in the W. I don't think you talking about Cody. Cody is a big wide body. But the way that she plays in college, I don't know that she yet can play that way in the pros. Political Donovan, we don't know what she's thinking. I know she doesn't appear to be excited. That's what I'm saying. Just by off her body language, she said it out of her mouth. I'm not concerned with that right now. She's in the moment. She said that. I know that's what I'm asking. What you thinking? What I miss? What up, Jacob? Hey, but originally I started off to say that the USC Trojans are going to be playing Minnesota at home tomorrow night, Galen Center. KiKi Irafen, if you're wondering, is fine. I started up, just wanted to come and talk a little bit about KiKi's impact to USC, maybe her stats, how well she's doing, in spite of initially, for instance, KiKi Irafen was considered a second-round draft pick, right? She had a big, huge game against Iowa State when Cam Brink fouled out. I just want to, and I can maybe show you in Discord, as Nippy said, because it glitches here when I try to bring it up. But Kiki's impact and trajectory and getting used to playing the read and react spontaneous offense, style offense that we play at USC. I don't think she's doing mad. I think in our minds, basketball minds, we wanted to see this connection between. I think Juju and her have a connection, but it's too easy to hold that side when three are already coming at Juju. And if they're on the same side, those three then turn around to guard KiKi. Now KiKi's starting to see these double teams. So I don't know that being on the same side is the smartest thing, but you don't lose much by having Kennedy as the wing. So like I said, KiKi kind of went down to fourth in the draft. And that ain't bad to me. Juju, since you brought it up, I want us to get Olivia so Nika can go. I mean, I already said that. And who's us? You talking about the sky? You want us who? Like you want Olivia where? I feel like I kind of thought she was a third round draft pick in the beginning. Anyway, so hold on. I could be lying. No, I had Anissa Morrow earlier this year, way earlier before the season started. I had Anissa at third going to Chicago. I'm gonna lie about that. And I had Olivia Miles going to the Bucks. Finding her mid-range. Coach just has to clean up her offense, like her finishing mid-ranges and threes. Amen. Because Cody is not likely gonna be a small forward. She's also got to slim down so she can be quicker laterally. Great takes. Great takes. I remember that game was my first time watching besides the championship game against USC. Political Lil, Bill, Donovan Louay said, "What up, Louay? Seattle." Donovan, you talking about Seattle? Okay, so Donovan, what do you want? You don't see Olivia Miles playing besides the other Notre Dame connection, Skylar, which will be similar to what's happening right now with Skylar and Hannah. Skylar and Hannah are interchangeable at the point. They're both point guards. And she does really well. If Hannah slides over to 2-point, and Olivia has no problem sliding over to be the shooting guard. What's up, Louay? Juju said us who? Shane all on just one team. I don't think, right, Juju? Juju said us who? Shane all in on just one team. I'm not sure what you mean, Louay. Thanks for hitting the like button. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you, Political Ill, for mentioning that. The WNBA team, that is. What talking about? What player are you talking about? Miss D said, "Hey, Louay, where y'all been? What's up?" And then Jacob said that Kiki, if people were wondering if she was injured, and I was saying, no, she isn't. Also, why is it okay for everyone to stat pad, but when Juju does it, it's a problem? Keep it. I don't know. Other than you already know. Come on, Jacob, you already know, because Juju's quote unquote stat padding is more of a threat to the Queen, Caitlin Clark's record, and then it would mess up the narrative that Clark's record is a generational record that will be with us for years and years and years. Records are made to be broken. The talent is getting better. There was no way that record was going. Juju's a scorer. She's been that way. She doesn't try to be that way. That's just who she is, and that's just the trajectory that she was on. She had 120 more points than Clark had her freshman year, so it just put her on the path to look at that record. So it matters to people that if it doesn't get broken, because then the narrative of Clark being the best thing we've ever seen goes out the window. And then, like I've seen, I applauded when I saw Coach Ivy take Hannah out, leave Olivia until she got one more stat. It was like they were up by 30 something. They've done it a lot of times, blowing out a team, and she just needed to do one more thing before she sat out to get the triple double. I mean, they do it all the time. And it's not even about stat padding. It's about keeping the players in to get reps with other players from the bench. Yeah, I know, but keep it fair. That's why Hannah got injured in the first place. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Hannah needs to sit down sometime. Her motor, she needs to calm down. Like when you're playing teams that are not as on your level like that, they can't keep up with you, and you gotta be careful. Like you know, with diving for balls or doing things that you can actually stumble and get hurt with, or they're gonna hurt you because you're killing them. And I've seen that a lot in the Big Ten. They were roughing up and they played dirty. I don't know how much Cody can really slim down, maybe a little bit, but she's really strong, and it's not as much baby fat like Madison Booker. Yeah, Madison slimmed down a lot. Me and Political Lil was talking about at times she kind of reminded us of Tamika Catching's build. I was tripping off that. Like that was kind of like baby fat. But Cody's just kind of like, that's how she's built. Same thing like Anissa Morrow. Like sometimes I was thinking certain people were fat. But then like when you see them in their skims or their sports bras and stuff, oh my god, they be so they be so in shape. They be like muscles. I mean, Anise Morrow got like an 8-pack, and I was like, oh my god, I thought you were chubby. Right. When she broke CC's records, that's when they turned on her. Yeah, that's when they turned on her. I mean, I'm not listen. I love Juju Watkins because I see so much potential in her. She's growing leaps and bounds. Her IQ still needs to come up. She still needs to make the game a lot easier than she is. She's doing a lot better. Not shooting necessarily over, taking it in. Now if they come at her, she scores over 2 or 3 people. That's different. But sometimes Jude goes right into traffic, and she was doing that because she wanted to do the Euro step. But through scouting reports, kind of shut that Euro thing down. And so sometimes I feel that like she doesn't go to the open space. But it's just either to score there, or now I see her passing out of that to the open man. And just using our IQ to read that more, to read and react, knowing as you're flying down that this is how this is going to unfold before it happens, and then be ready to react and get the ball to where it needs to go. And everybody else in Sue needs to understand they need to read and react. You know that they're going to gravitate towards her. Get your butt in a position where she can swing that ball to you. That's where her IQ is increasing, as well as her team, and be at a pace that they can be ready for that. And the crazy thing is, being 19, being a sophomore, is just so much growth that's going to take place by your sophomore and your junior year that is just going to be untouchable, like where she's going to be. Also, Juju, are you going to be at the UCLA game on February 13th at the Galen Center? I'm going with my friend Jacob. If I was going to meet you there. I cannot leave right now. My circumstances with where I'm at with the that I care for. Otherwise, moving forward, probably in over time, like every game that's going to be at the Galen Center, I'm going to be there and we can meet up. Definitely. But my seats are there. I do have season tickets. I just make sure those seats are filled. Because if you get season tickets, you can sell them, transfer them, give them free, whatever once you buy them. So that's going to be a huge game. That's going to be so lit, Jacob. You're so blessed. You need to send me some pictures. You can get my number. Yeah, you need to send me some. You need to send me some stuff that I could put up on my page. I'm sorry, that's gonna be so lit. But the one in March is like on a weekend. I got coverage for that. It's just that it's in the evening, and I don't like that. But it's just that it's in the evening. But man, that March 1st at Poly is where we really need to, USC fans and supporters, we need to be there. That's where it's gonna, be hard. But Jacob, you got to let me know what is going on. I'm serious. You gotta get out there. You gotta call me. You gotta call me FaceTime. Yeah, Cole has tricep like she does gymnastics. Cody. Yes, look, my she can do a handstand like Jackie Young. I don't know if she can, but that's the kind of strong, like Cody, strong. She used to be a Euro step. Man, Nippy, you remember Jew was Euro stepping her butt off. Like, don't leave no space for her to step through. Like that was just her thing. And you notice, Nippy, how we don't really see it as much because they got sick of being Euro stepped on. Like she just loved that move. They say, "Oh, James Harden." I'm like, I don't know. Maybe she learned it from Cynthia Cooper. I don't know, because she does another thing. She does another thing that Coop does, which is to jump off and shoot off the wrong leg. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if Harden does that. It's on Peacock, which sucks. The first game, put it on television. Oh, the UCLA game. Wait, it's on Peacock. They probably made that contract before. You know how they they be putting stuff on that Jude been playing She's been blessed. She's been playing. USC been playing on national TV a lot. What y'all think? And check this out. Our girl gonna be on national TV. You already know that stuff gonna be streamed globally. It's gonna be watched by millions because of that retirement ceremony for Caitlin Clark. This next move for the Trojan women playing at the Carver Hawkeye Arena. I wonder if they'll even move it to, because they gave the Lady Trojans when they were back east playing Indiana and Purdue, because Purdue's in Indiana. They gave them access to practice at the Indiana Fever and Pacers gymnasium and stuff. So, I mean, if that's the case, and let's say they move it there for the Hawkeye retirement jersey, Clark's retirement ceremony, and they gave them access to actually practice and play in it and get used to it first, that's kind of pretty kind. I mean, they ain't like hating on them, and I think that's a testament to Gottlieb. Gottlieb is well respected and well liked amongst coaches. Like we try not to stir no waters. We don't want no problems. We don't want to be, the most hated in America type thing. You know what I'm saying? So we just fly under our radar. I just watch all the time. Everybody talk about the Final Four. They talk about the championship. And they talk about this team and that team, and they just kind of like, yeah, there's the Trojans. Okay, then nobody really get it. Like, you really not watching. They're like the number one team. They lead in blocks. Like, I mean, Live Mike does a lot of stats stuff on his show all the time. It's like, I don't know, Live Mike, you might need to break it down and kind of go over percentages and stats on where the Trojans are already in January, just January alone. I mean, if you could talk about some of these other teams, you definitely can talk about us. If we think that certain other teams should be there in the Final Four, then you really can talk about us. Because I really do understand that there's room for improvement. I'm not crazy. Yep, I haven't seen it in a while. When she gets more comfortable and her IQ improves, it'll make a comeback. I see her doing some other things though, Juju. I see her posting up nippy and trying new things. I saw when she was trapped at Maryland, she stuck the ball. She bounced the ball between their legs and captured it on the other side. I see little intricate things that she, smartly does. But a lot of the things that she's doing, she would be scoring 30, Nippy, if she would have truly gotten the calls that on some of those shots that she put in. There were several and ones at times, or times where she should have gone to the free throw, and that's what I mean. Big Ten ain't trying to see her break no records. Speaking of Lindsay, I heard people say she's the college version of Chrissy Sides. Yeah, they said some smart ass comment like that, and I personally like Chrissy Sides. I thought she did a good job. I thought she was handling it like a beast. Like, you get an attitude, you sit on the bench, Kelsey. You sit on the bench, Leah. Your bench, Miss Clark. Like, I'm the coach. Like, what the hell? Like, she got them to finally understand and put them in a position to play together, and put them in a position to make a run the second half. So I don't even understand what you got. What was the problem? Northwestern 0-8 in the Big Ten. Oh yeah, we have to make up that game. Has that makeup game been added? No, we have to make that game up. LMTHP, I'm Team SC all day. Hit that like and subscribe. Come join us. Come join me. Yes, I'm trying to get this fam together. I'm trying to get supporters together. I want you guys to be here when we go into February. Once you see us play Ohio State, what you think about this? What do I call you, LM? What I'm gonna call you, LM? What do you think about this? When we play Ohio State, so I can get that out of the way with people telling me that Ohio State can upset us. And once we beat UCLA, and then, once we get into February, right, and we play the Big Ten Conference, I want you guys to be here, Be here now. Join now. Jump on the bandwagon. Check it out. Let's see how it rolls. You know what I'm saying? That's why your voice is needed, Juju, to keep SoCal in the conversation. Don't let them. I'm trying, Louie. I'm just excited because whether it happens now, but me and Nippy said, low key, it's gonna happen by junior and senior year, her senior year. But I mean, if it happens earlier that we get to the Final Four and more into the championship game, it's fine. Like, I'm cool. I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be upset if she doesn't do pull some Cinderella thing off. But I wouldn't be surprised. LM, you say Juju's truly a generational talent, and she's so humble. Yeah, she's really humble. I talked to her. I met her. She's her vibe. You can just feel her energy. She really is kind of like just a kid from Watts, right? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just loves hoop. She just wants to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, for her community, it just runs in her family. I'm pretty sure I follow you already. Ooh, cool. I'm on Threads too, y'all. I low-key feel Northwestern got scared. It took the opportunity to postpone. USC was in a safe area. Man, you ain't lying, Nippy. Look, Jacob will tell you with good air filtering, and UCLA moved to Long Beach. That was just so whack of them. It was so whack. I mean, we got so many airports, y'all. That we got an airport at Long Beach to fly in, y'all. We got airport in Orange County. We got Burbank Airport. That was some BS. And now you about to they don't have nothing to lose rescheduling. You about to mess us all up. Well, she ain't gonna agree to nothing crazy when they reschedule. We're just gonna use them as a practice game to prepare us for the and then we better not get hurt either. Like, prepare us for the tournament or something. It's like I bet you it's gonna squeeze in there during a week that we wanted to use to prepare for UCLA or prepare for the Big Ten tournament or something. LM said, hey, Nippy, look. LM said Juju might score 45 against Ohio State. That part, Nippy. I don't know. Look, LM, I'm familiar a little bit with Ohio State, with the Jelani Cambridge, her sister Cambridge theory. Theory is her name. Cody McMahon, and I think they got another player, right? And they do this heavy trapping defense, like they press, right? They do this press, but you don't press us. Ever since last year, I don't know the team. I think this team breaks presses really well, but last year, I love when people would try to press us. Celeste Taylor and all them from last year tried to do that press, and Ju just killed them. Don't be scared, Northwestern. Don't be scared. Come on, we're not gonna. I mean, we don't take our foot off the gas because it's not good to do that. You know, you just got to keep playing through. It just gets. Like Northwestern, just come on through. It just gives us time to play like other players, and try new things that we're gonna need. Down the pipe gets us like game time reps is better than practice. So, and like I said, I just start off just opening it up just to tell you guys, hey, KiKi Irafen will be playing in tomorrow's game. I will be here with you all to as you watch the game, I watch the game, and we chit chat about hoops and what's happening around the league. I don't mind talking like you did earlier about because I was interested in how you guys felt about some of the movement and the trades that are going on, that'll still be going on. I think the BG one kind of like struck me as odd. Like I don't really know where I would want to put BG. You know what I'm saying? Because what is it? What would it be like BG with Tina Charles or something like that? I don't know. Jacob said, Juju, I'm good over here. Literally no win for the past few days, and I'm right by Sports Academy. I understood it at the time because it was really bad, but not anymore because it's good weather. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we I don't understand that. I didn't really understand that. Like, I don't know if people from outside of California understand how large Los Angeles County is and how spread apart we are. The county of Los Angeles, and then the outskirts cities are other counties in Southern California. Like, there's all kind of ways around this. LM said, they're a good team, but Juju will go off if they press USC. Exactly. I mean, don't pull that press and stuff. Run and gun ball with her skill set is guaranteed 30, and if she's hot, it's 45. Straight up. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Like, that's real talk, LM. It's like that's just right up her alley, like, to do that. And Kennedy now, you see how Kennedy be running the floor, and she'll just be waiting in the corner, and she just like don't do that. Don't pull your press out. But that's what they're that's kind of like, you know. And then I don't know that if you want to press us, what else does Ohio State have on the bench? Some people question us what our bench look like. You only need about 6 or 7 people, 8, maybe 7, 8 people. Really. And some decent people, you know, on down the line to give them a break. And that's what they're in condition to be able to endure, you know, is playing long minutes, lots of minutes. You know what I'm saying? I think this year Ju's learned how to take possessions off, or she gets to come out more often this year than she ever has. I think she started off averaging like 31, 32 minutes. They started to increase a little bit. So what do you keep watching? Oh, that's the game I wanted to watch with you, Nippy. Nippy says she keeps rewatching that Sierra Canyon versus Christ the King game, and she was killing her. Man, that was not a beautiful game. Oh my God. It was at the crypto. I played at the Forum, not in college or anything. This is when I played for Say No Classic Pro Am League. And I played at the Forum, but I never got to play like at it. You know, the Staples Center wasn't in existence yet. And when you play on a pro court, it just feels amazing. And she was like, shoot, Christ the King was hooping. She was killing him, Jew. And that was her first game as a junior. Recognize a pattern. That was a junior year. Oh my gosh, that was her junior year. I forgot it was Nippy. And that was her first year playing with Sierra Canyon from Windward. And Christ the King was hooping too. And Jewel was hooping up there like a baby. Like, she went off. She was 32 points against the same defense her first game. Yeah, against Ohio State. And look, she got in foul trouble. She had 4 fouls and sat out the whole entire third quarter. And wasn't close to 32 points and came back in. It was ridiculous. 10 o'clock, she said 10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. I don't think people thought, like, nobody was hardly even there. Like, they didn't think too much about us and this kid. I mean, they covered it. Like, Candace was there, and I think a couple of other sideline reporters there. That was cool that Candace was calling the game. And because that's, you know, that was her you know, childhood hero. And it wasn't even like all about Juju. It was just like the USC chosen. We didn't know what they were going to look like. I mean, Ohio State had went really far in the Big Ten and in the league in general, and had the same returning people. And yeah, for sure, Nippy, we should watch it together in the Discord. You guys should come too. You guys see this game she's talking about. BD is surrounded by shooters that play defense in Atlanta. Diana wasn't playing no defense. That might surprise us. Yeah, she wasn't. And when you're guarding, you know, on the wing, and you don't play defense, and you keep letting people get around you, it forces a downhill towards a center and towards your bigs that yeah, they should be able to come up and defend, but it's hard for them, you know, to come and stop someone, you know, going downhill because they got by you because you played matador defense. Yeah, we should watch it together. All of us, or whoever wants to join, in the Discord, you should watch this game if you're a fan. Sierra Canyon against, what was it? Christ the King. Yeah, Christ the King. And I guess it was kind of like like a holiday classic or whatever. I don't think it was just her chance to play and get a national exposure. I love the way that they do that at Sierra Canyon, and it was her dream to get her coach. Her coach has coached a lot of highly ranked teams, but it was her coach's dream to be ranked, have the number one ranked team in the nation. And because of Juju, she was able to become the number one team in the nation by knocking off the number one teams in the nation. And I think that's what Nippy's trying to say. It's like, it's a trend, it's a trajectory that she's on. That why her? Because it over time, these same players, they continue on their trajectory, and some don't, some fall off, and some continue on. These are going to be the players of that class. Like Michaela was second behind her in the nation in recruiting class, but Hannah has what wasn't second behind her. But look at Hannah. Hannah moved up from what she was ranked in her recruiting class, in my opinion, to be right behind Juju. Michaela was supposed to be contending for freshman of the year. Michaela was supposed to be, highly ranked. I look at Madison. Madison was in that class. ADR was in that class. Jada Donovan was in that class. Jada Williams was in that class. Malaysia Fawali was ranked 13. God knows why, but now she's probably out of that class. I would put her higher. There were so many people that were in that class. Look at Camille Pierre. Where the hell she come from? I don't even know if she was 100th in the class, but she probably gonna be up higher from that sophomore class. And so the trend and the trajectory of what she was doing is like, it makes sense that by that time in the NCAA that she and whatever players you hopefully put around her will, that's why they ranked them third preseason. And that loss against Notre Dame was not supposed to happen. In my eyes, it should have not happened. And I'm not saying we're going to blow them out, but we would be undefeated right now going into playing UCLA undefeated. It wouldn't have been unusual to see that. Weren't they number one for 2 years with Juju? I think it was 2 years, but you got to remember, Nippy, she got that number one ranking, I think, by her junior year, right? But then the following year, you got Kennedy and Puff and them over at Etowanda. And then you got up here where I'm from in the Bay Area, Archbishop Mitty, clamoring for that number one spot. So I don't know if she ended up, I think she probably went into the year number one. And I don't know if Kennedy surpassed her, because I know Kennedy knocked her out for the semis to go on to the state to play for the state championship against Archbishop Mitty to win it all. And they lost by 1 point or one shot or something stupid. All on a call made by the ref. Weren't they number one for 2 years, Juju? A generational player, because Jersey hasn't even been able to do that. Right. No, because right now Jersey's class got Aaliyah. I don't even know. I think Aaliyah Chavez probably is like number one in the country, but I don't know that her team is. And you got little Kalia, little Special K over there doing the damn thing with Tatiana Griffith. And they upset, they beat Etowanda with Grace Knox and her crew, and then Puff, I just saw Puff committed to Cal Bear, so they like little guards because they got Caleb Williams over there from USC, so they like Cal Bears don't mind your height. I didn't even know Hannah wasn't ranked number 2. No, she wasn't in that high school class when they came out. Isn't that crazy? It was Michaela. And I'm honestly surprised by that. No, don't be surprised, Nippy. If you look at Hannah, if you go back to the McDonald All-American game, you look at the Nike Slam events, right? I think one of the events, Slam events, Nike Hoops, something like that. I think Juju and Michaela were co-MVPs. Hannah was kind of small. Like she looks so much bigger, stronger, taller. She looks great. Like she was still developing. Like all her skills were right there. Don't get me wrong. All her ability and skills and everything, but they gotten better, sharper. But I think her body wise and just strength and things like that. Like Michaela is a former softball player. Like she got an arm. Like she's built, you know, and she was smooth with it. And I mean, she could shoot the lights out. So it was kind of like she was like an automatic bucket, but she was kind of like. It was close, you know what I mean? I think it might have been close. I want to say that I don't remember. I want to say that Hannah might have been fourth, something like that. Juju, it wasn't Jaden Donovan. It was ranked number 2 senior year. It was Jaden Donovan. No, in their class, it goes Michaela. It goes Juju, then in nationally, it goes Juju and then Michaela Williams. Every time I watch the McDonald American game, they say number 2, Michaela Williams, in that class, in their senior year class. You know what I mean? How they were ranked. It was like Michaela, but Michaela was hooping though. Jacob. She came to LSU. She might have been SEC. Was she SEC freshman of the year when her and between her and Fuwali? Michaela can throw that baseball pass like no. Tell me about it, Political Lil. That's when I heard that her story about her being a softball player. She must have played third or center field. Like I've seen in a long time. Plus, she had a lot of international experience with USA basketball. Yeah, she was freshman of the year. Okay, look, see Political. Thank you. She was freshman of the year in the SEC. Her trajectory, she ended up getting appendicitis, so I felt bad. Like, dang, I was like, what the heck? And it's just been this kind of like, I don't know what's happening with her. I think I liked her. I saw her in 3-on-3 this summer. I still like Michaela. But she's shooting this line drive jump shot or 3 that I think she needs to get her shot up by the time she leaves. How many high school championships does Hannah Doggo have? Anybody know? How many high school state championships does Hannah have? That's a great question. And I think if she doesn't have any, I think that, what is she from, New Jersey? I think that might have affected her rankings. You know, like, is she a Gatorade 8 player of the year? Like, maybe she was just late with her growth spurt. She doesn't have any? Oh, that, okay. But Michaela did. I think Michaela did. Like, I think Michaela, like, was highly decorated. Like, Political Ill just said she was, like, on USA Basketball. Like, she was, like, so she's just a tremendous athlete to me. I don't know how to explain it. Like, she probably could play flag football in the Olympics. Like, I think she's a tremendous athlete for her size, and, you know, she's gifted. She had a foot injury, and Moki limits her potential, in my opinion, but by not allowing her to play the point guard. Critical Ill, hey, I mean, what? We ain't the coaches, but I see what I know. I know where you. I know what you mean. That nobody probably would agree with that, but I wouldn't mind seeing her get to. I see her sliding over a lot of times, and I see that shot falling from there. I don't know, Michaela. I don't know. You might be surprised, Michaela. You might be on to something right there, like point guard. You might. I'm just saying, you might be on to something. Michaela is still a bucket, but she's got to watch her weight. It's a thin line, if you know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But that food is so good out there, bro. I heard the food is good in Louisiana. Political, is the food good? Because you know, you said you lived there. I heard it's just too much. She's a 3-level scorer who can pass her ass off. But that food, dog, like, come on, man. You got gumbo and got crawfish, etouffee. You got seafood with all that butter and all that good stuff. I mean, like, they eating good. Like, shoot. I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying. But, I mean, you can eat good as long as you running it off and you playing it off. But, like my team they got that free Chipotle. Like, we don't really in Southern Cal, we don't really have nothing like that. But they got a nutrition room at USC. They got like they said that on the blog they were like, Kiki and Juju eat waffles every morning. They got like the waffle and the batters right there. You just pour it in, you make it fresh and everything. I mean, because you need to eat carbs. So I mean, especially if you're gonna practice hard. But you got to have to keep working out throughout the season. Their conditioning coach continues to help. They continue to lift weights through the season. And I remember one year they tried to tell us that too. I wish I would have been able to do that. Like the time that they put in, they really do put some time in. I didn't never put that much time in like that. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, Political said I love the food. It blew me up so fast. I had to get a professional trainer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could imagine. I knew it. I could tell. I could tell that it's a problem. I don't know how. I mean, Angel talks about the food all the time, but I could tell she put on some weight. She put on some weight. I saw that from her junior year to her senior year, but it was needed because she was a real skinny anyway. But it's okay. She handles it really well. It's like her grown woman weight, and it worked perfect when she got. It worked out perfect for her when she got to the pros. I mean, it actually was like her to her advantage to have put that weight on. But for Michaela and probably being off of that foot, maybe she should have just been on the side. Like same thing. ADR Rosario's facing. She need to be during practice. You get on the treadmill. You just ride the treadmill. The bike. You just be pedaling the whole damn time. Michaela has a thick build, but if she drops 10 to 15, she's gonna be great. She's playing defense now and rebounding. She should be a great pro. I agree. And I know that she probably realizes that she needs to trim down and stuff like that. I do. I bet that she knows. Hannah Hidalgo probably played at a private or Catholic high school. They don't even compete for state championships. Oh, no, private schools don't. Didn't Christ the King a private school, or is that a public school? Because I know Sue Bird and Tamika Holsclaw went there. And in California, private schools, they go for state championships, I believe. I think Archbishop Mitty is a private school. And we got lots of Catholic schools in San Francisco. I'm trying to think if OJ went to one. He went to, I forgot the name of that school he went to in San Francisco. But we got a lot of private schools like St. Francis, and yeah, they'd be all in the championships with me in track. St. this and St. that, St. Mary's, and they'd be all in the midst. Maybe that in that state, but not in our state. They'd be all in the midst. Michaela is going to have to invest in preparing for the program and nutrition. You better believe it. I think Angel hired a nutritionist or a cook. I mean, I would. Part of that money, you gotta invest in yourself, and your money needs to go towards things like you're the commodity. Your money is where your body is where you make your money, and so on and so forth. So You got to invest in that. You got to invest. You got to hire the best. When Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird talked about that, and I saw Sue Bird's baby fat and her cheeks and her body tone up and everything, I remember back in the day when she talked about it, you saw a transformation. You look at Kelsey Plum, same kind of baby fat cheeks and body, just kind of looks squishy. Her body changed. It prevents injuries doing Pilates. I see Juju doing Pilates. Nobody really knows that. Like, she's on a whole different plan as a lot of people. Like, you could tell that, like, they all have like separate practices with the coach besides their team practices. Each of them have like a scheduled time where they get in, work individually. Everybody, all of them work individually with the coach on whatever it is that they need to work on in their game, besides working together. So they go to classes, like, I gotta go meet with the coaches, like not Lindsay per se, but the coaches, right? And the people that they have trainers around them, like they work individually out. And I think, nutrition, I saw the nutritionist lady, I said something to her when she had a cart with urine on it and this other stuff. And she was like, "Oh no, I'm the men." She said the women have one separately. I was like, "That's really cool." Like, she said, "Yeah, we test her urine." And she said, "Yeah, Juju had a problem with hydration, so they're always saying, Juju, drink this, Juju, this, or they take an electrolyte pill, or even sometimes on the bench they're dropping little things that they munch on or eat on in between. Facts political. Private schools and Catholic schools usually have their own leagues and championships. Reese is understanding her body is her tool. She was wanting to get with LeBron, probably to get a referral for a private cook. Oh, good for her. Good for her. Yeah, Juju's already doing pro training. She's been doing pro training. She almost got to do hers with Paul George, a meeting with him. She had Kyrie in the past. Besides DeMar DeRozan, she's met with Harden. But mostly she did Phil Handy. But Phil Handy knew her as a baby, like at the West. If Jacob, if you're from LA, Westchester Park, there was like this little league over there, and I think she even played co-ed before with not the P's son, I think, because he said that when they saw each other, me and Juju used to be on the same team when we were little. She was playing co-ed with the boys, and Master P's son was on her team, but he was her. Phil Handy was coaching there, and so he's been with her so long. It's ridiculous. Well, she's only 19, but almost 7 years. Judy trained Rosa and a few others. Very smart. Yeah, very smart. You ever see it in her game, like how her movements. That's funny. I noticed that they always giving Juju something to drink. I don't know. She has an issue with hydration. They're always trying to shove that in front of her. You're right. And you could tell Nippy follows, and it pays attention to little details like that. If you watch her last year, first game against UCLA, you're gonna see her leave the game. Sometimes it's an ankle, but sometimes it's cramps. And she'll leave the game because at the end of the UCLA game that I was at, when she played, when she was like so determined not to lose to UCLA, she gave it all she got, and when one last shot, she fell out, and it was a cramp. It was a cramp. So sometimes she's cramping, sometimes it's the ankles from the year before. The ankles look so much better. They're a lot stronger. I don't see her leaving out of the game as much. But the cramping was a problem that she has. So that's why you see them giving her stuff all the time and staying on top of her and about drinking and being and I was a lot of like her. I didn't drink water until it was time for practice. I hated water. Like, my doctor finally gave me, because I didn't like bananas. They told me in high school, tomato. When I came from basketball to track, in the beginning when I first started, like the beginning of my track that season, at some point it was like my calves would just go and lock up, and They were like, my coach was like, you need to do this and you do that. I don't like those. I don't want to eat that. I don't like that. I didn't know about pickle juice, so I didn't know about that. Told my doctor during my checkup, and he gave me salt tablets, and that's what I carried through college, and that's what helped me. I be wondering how she plays with gum in her mouth because I bit my tongue. Oh, you bit your tongue. Nippy, she just put the gum back in her mouth. She played all last year with the gum in her mouth, and I was wondering why she stopped chewing the gum. And then Purdue, she got the gum back in her mouth. Maybe before that too. Now she's back with the gum. So you bit your tongue. I could see that. Maybe the gum is like, there was this gum they gave me too that I used to chew. It was for it was a special gum that helped with what I was lacking too. What was it called? It's probably, I'll find it. I'm gonna ask a friend that works for USC that be out there practice. I'm gonna ask if that is it normal gum she's chewing, is it was back in college when this kind of gum came out. I can't remember it, but it was for that reason. So it might be a reason why she's chewing it. Yeah, she was getting a lot of cramps that season, but not, you don't see it either. I don't see her catching those cramps either. Good evening, good people. Just got home, Nori. I was trying to figure out, like, when my East Coast Midwest people got home from work, if you would listen to me on your way home, or maybe want to talk after you settled in and you got home. And then I was like, but then for us on the West Coast, right, guys, it's like 3:48. Well, when I came on an hour and a half ago, obviously it was like mid-afternoon. So I was like, oh, who's going to come on here and talk with me? But I got 13 of you in here chit-chatting with me. Hit that like button, y'all. Getting ready for a preview of tomorrow's game against Minnesota. I haven't even really been talking a lot about the USC, talking about the dub. I'm going to do the Michigan-Wisconsin game, I think, because I have a big 10 plus. Michigan, Wisconsin. You know, I like Nori. You know, I like on Wisconsin, right? Big girl Sarah Williams, right? Defensive Player of the Year, the Big Ten. I just say it over and over. I don't know much about her. We was in Seth Talk Force Discord, and I was learning a lot about her, and I was like, damn, why she didn't like go somewhere else? But she really was fond of this coach. But guess what? This article popped up on my feed on my phone, and that coach is under investigation for improper conduct towards athletes, forcing them to go to mental health counseling and to take psychiatric medicine, especially the players from internationally and some crap like that. But she's under scrutiny, and if she doesn't stay next year, and Sarah doesn't want to stay, I want Sarah to come on over to USC. Check her out, Sarah Williams from Wisconsin Badgers. If you don't know who I am, Google her. Oh, you're from Alberta, MST 453. Okay, crap sucking a game. I was once running through a hole that was wide open, and both caps crap fell on my foot. You know what I'm seeing? See, you know what I'm talking about. Didn't you, before you fell out, B. Will, didn't you just feel it though? How did you let it just take you out when you played, talking about football, you were bursting through the hole, right? And you know that feeling when your calves just, oh my God. I used to see my brothers after football practice when they were kids screaming, Julie, come here, hit it. I was like, what are they talking about? Oh my God, I don't know what to do. Julie, hit it. I was a little girl. They're old, about 4 or 5. They're 5 years and 9 years older than me. And I was like, so then when I got into track my 9th grade year, first time I ever ran this much, first time anything of this, I was sitting in, they told me, get home, soak in a sort, tub and all this. All of a sudden in the tub, that thing started running up like something was crawling. I started screaming. I didn't know what to do. I just thought any minute, my leg was going to burst apart. I do not like that. I was like, I'm scared. I don't want to get, it's just scary. Just imagine if you gets drafted to the Sparks, that place go, oh, yo, we gonna be lit. Because by then, Jacob, you know how we are at the Sparks game. You've been there, right? You know how we get down, right? And when we really, really, really be rooting our team on and we really be like cheering people on, if Juju comes with a championship or she comes with the following, if she comes to the Sparks, we gonna be lit. I'm wondering if Michigan kids can rebound from the big loss against Michigan State. Wisconsin can play. Wisconsin, they get on my nerves. Like their guards, they don't use Sarah enough. I think Michigan can beat Wisconsin. I might want to watch that. I wonder what the environment is like for the opponents in Wisconsin. Why you say that? I tied one already cramped up on me the previous drive. You had already cramped. Oh damn! Well, why didn't you drink the nasty pickle juice? Be Will. Why didn't they when you went to the sidelines? What did they give you? Was it hot? Was it hot out there? Do you know what maybe would cause that? Yeah, it went from one time it was fire. Yeah, we be having fun. And the same DJ from the USC game is at the Sparks game. Hold on, guys. Um, Juju, Rakia Cam, I missed a lot. Y'all think USC is gonna go against Louisville in the first round of the tournament? That will be an interesting, fun game. Juju's a packed house, hostile and loud, nasty. Gatorade was humid. Was it humid that day? Okay, that's what I want to know. B. Well, why did you cramp up? For me, it's probably sweating and losing a lot of. It's the heat. Okay, Big Ten Plus is popping right now. Maryland, Penn State is on, and then Michigan, Wisconsin. Okay, you need to check the Big 12 freshman Delani Gibb. Never heard of that. Nate, hey, what's up, Nature? I never heard of her. Anybody heard of Delaney Gibb? I'm gonna try to turn the game on right now. Which game are you want us to watch? I thought you said what did you say? You told me to look at Michigan. You know how I like them little Michigan girls. And who was it? Michigan and Wisconsin. And then now you said Penn State. Nah, Penn State disappointed me dropping that one game after that upset. Maryland, Penn State. Those two games could be good. But you know who me and Nippy worried about? Nippy, you know what? We should want to meet. Y'all want me to try to put in the Discord. I'd rather do that in Discord so we can watch it together. If there's a way you can do that, that'd be better. Absolutely. And I could take myself off of YouTube. But look, Nippy and I don't want to slip up to Michigan State. Okay. I don't want to slip up to Michigan State. Does everybody have the link to the Discord? It should be in my YouTube bio. If somehow you get lost and you don't see me anymore, and I'm there, but it should be in that bio. But I think I would have to go to the Discord to find it again. How do you tell me how to do that? Okay, you should go to the Title Women of Troy, and I can copy it and bring it to YouTube. But I would rather that way, so that if I hit up and walk around or leave, I won't leave guys stranded, but we're actually doing something and watching the game. That's kind of cool. But okay, so all right, let me see. Go back to the maturity. The title. Now, where do I take that from again? Invite people. Oh, there it is. Copy. Okay. And then when you go to the watch party, this will be. And if we can't get it, then we'll look at like that game Nippy and I were telling you about, Sierra Canyon against Christ the King, but hopefully we can. Delani has 6 Freshman of the Week awards in the Big 12. No wonder. I've been hearing a lot about these Canadian girls. That's why, Nori. Alberta Hooper playing with BYU. Nori, what team is she on? Never mind. Oh, she put it up there. Oh, did she put it up there? She plays in the Big 12, but she didn't say. Let me know, Nippy, what you can share from your thing. Yeah, but we can't afford to overlook any team and have no lapses. But the bracketology, for y'all information, like the bracketology that comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe I'll go over it, post it up here. It has us kind of like in the trajectory of playing LSU, I think. 13th ranked is Shirley Kleiman. Who is 13th ranked? Could be Jacob Savvy Swords in that class. Yeah, Savvy Swords. That's the sister, not calling oh girl that we like, Sila, not calling her Savvy, because that's what I got mixed up from last time. You're not calling Sila Savvy, that's her sister. You be watching that Big 12. You be trying to put us on the Big 12. Poor things. Big 12 ain't really like even in the mention in the top 25. All right, USC. Let me know when you get it. USC. Talk a little bit about their standings or stats. Let's look at their stats. Right now, team leaders 24.8 in scoring is Juju, 9.1 rebounds for Irafen, 3.7 assists for Juju, 2.4 for steals for Watkins, and Marshall at 2.2 blocks. That's pretty good. Let's see. I want to look at their team totals. This is kind of telling me individual. As a team, we total 43 rebounds. What's the percentage? 43. We average 83 points, I guess. 0.8. Team total rebounds average is 43. 18 assists, 11.7 steals, 7.1 blocks. We lead in that. I think we're number one in blocks, 7.1 average. Turnovers are too high. We're at 15.1, guys. We got to get those. We got to get those turnovers down to at least 10 a game, 10 to 11. Fair enough. That will be in the mix of what everybody else is. We're at 15.1. That's too much. Field goal percentage is 40. What is it? 46. Field goal percentage is 46. I want that higher. Free throw percentage 77. That's got to be in the 80s. And we're shooting at a 32.3% 3-point clip. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. But I did see that, and I have posted that about where we are in the country with 7.1 steals. Oh, I got you, Jacob. Pardon me. Nori said I can share my screen, but won't be able to see the chat. That's cool. You're good. Maryland men playing Wisconsin on Big Ten Network. Oh, that was the men. That was the men. Nori, I thought you said that was the women. Let's see. Is that the men? Or she's saying it's coming up? 2-2. Okay. Reese's brother was the Naismith player of the week. He been balling. I know. I seen Julian. Reese. I saw that. He sure was. And that's huge. Naismith player of the week. This is Rutgers. I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna keep it on my screen. I wouldn't mind keeping that on my TV because I want to see Julian play this year. I got Rutgers, Kennesaw State, so maybe Maryland will come up. I want to see Julian's brother. Do women are playing Maryland, beating Penn State pretty good at second quarter, 41-24. Can you guys see it? All right. I don't know, but let's all go to the Discord. Nippy, I'll try to hook up with you in there. I'm gonna end this stream right now. Let's head over to the Discord. Here's the link. Nori, is the game on TV? Put a clue. You can join the Discord and watch it with us. Nori, Nippy, make sure that anybody that joins, if there's something that you have to accept, that you that you make sure you accept it, and so that we can hear each other talk, or I think that would be the purpose of the Discord. Yes, because I've got it on Big Ten Plus. Okay, so on Big Ten Plus, I'll put it on there too. But I'll join the Discord in case you guys, so I can hear you guys talk if you want to. All right, I'm on my way out. I'm gonna leave you with this: be here, be square tomorrow for the USC Minnesota game. I think Minnesota's a pretty good team. Maybe Nippy and I, if I get in here, we could take a look at Minnesota's last game. Nippy, maybe you can show me what they look like so we can be ready for that. And with that being said, join us in the Discord, and I'll see you guys soon. If you don't join us in the Discord, at least join the Discord so that when you are ready to join the Discord one day, or you want to send some stuff in there for me to see, like if you're talking about Alberta or Delaney, you mentioned these names, you can send them in there. You can pick a category. I don't know. We'll tell you if it's the right category for us to take a look at these players. I'm just going to stay on the stream because of following like 20 games tonight with Canadian Hoopers D1. Truly, they need to continue Big Ten and Big Ten Plus, for God's sakes. Yeah, I'll be in the Discord. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Peace out.